America has a problem. Turn the line watcher, PG Lane collar, 911 slider. Look at my garages. Say fuck, get the genie at the bottom. Point at any model. What? Ghosting, fuck it up, ghosting, what's up, ghosting, hey, bobo, to my capacity to run me from Google. My mama told me that the money outgrew you. My horoscope said I'm really on my noodle. I'm trouble, y'all, I'm puzzling, it's a Google. Baby, it's America, got a problem. Keep up, choosy love, or the chose violence. Universal, please don't play possum. I'm a businessman, doing as follows. Truthfully, I be lying in my rap song. Cause I always feel the mission, I snap on me. His career didn't come with no life insurance. But his pay one fans got some flex on him. I'm an honorary beehive, let's see why. Them diamonds don't be fly, they all CGI. You better get it off your chest like breath reduction. If she stressing with you, she stressing like hold up, wait a minute. I gotta practice communication, the double entendre, the encore remix. I pop like 10 men, the ops need 10 men. Feel what they know at the home, right from the cell. Simmer down, I go. Got that deep for me, real love is deep for me. Come on, make it go weak for me. Make you wait the whole week for me. I see you watching, feeling. I know you want it, feeling. I know you need it, trouble, but you want it all. You want it, you need love. I need some to do you want this like it wants you. No, that boy don't do what I want to. Can't hit him one time, cause the boy, I know you see this red back on me. Now come and get 20, 40, 80 out the trap. Hit with the rap, put it on the map, give me right back. Call me when you wanna get 20 minutes from with the racks, I be pee on that bag, double G's on my dash. Nigga, I'm bad. I'm bad. You wanna know you can't get no higher. No, love don't get no higher than this. No. Right. But you know I'm right when I put up to change your mind. Your mind, what is that policy thing? Can't wait to back it up. You can still know, but it ain't right enough. I'm supplying my man, I'm in the man. As soon as I land, just know I roll with them goons. In case you start acting familiar, this kind of love, this business, whole slab. But you can't get no higher than this. No, love don't get no higher than this. No. But you know I grind when I pull up to change your mind. Your mind, what is that policy thing? Can't wait to back it up. I can feel it up, but it ain't bad enough. I'm flying my man, I'm in the man. As soon as I land, just know I roll with them goons. In case you start acting familiar, this kind of love, this business, whole slab I kill for. No, that booty gon' do what it want to. Ain't hit it one time, put it good. Know you see this red on me. Now come and get 20, 40, 80 out the trap. Hit it with the rap, put it on the map, give me right back. Call me when you want it. 20 minutes on with the rest, I be key on that bag, double G's on my dash. Nigga, I'm bad. I'm bad. What if I said I need you? What if I said I see you? 100% of my dreams you would probably wake me up. Couldn't keep you, never the root of evil. You heard I was back in the streets, you should probably smell a block for me. Why for me? Obviously, cause I believe you absolutely sure the way ain't obsolete. I passed the ring by the ring. No, you're not ignoring me. My heart is blue, Texas green. I hope to God I enjoy that thing it's over. But I'm under the assumption you ain't over me, destroying me. You still avoiding me, now you avoiding me. You never visit me. You just know that I go crazy. You never visit me. You don't know how dark my stage. You never visit me. 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 I'm just running me, down their family. Sitting a president, keep up the mirror, sweeping me off my feet. I keep it intelligent, yet I'm belligerent. Might just go read and weep. I need an element, lost an impediment, struggle to form the speech. I struggle to make my moves. You're hanging it all on my head. You're caught up on my business. You clearly been lacking that. Look, love ain't a form of a but you don't ever want to pay for shit. I don't think I'm really made for this. I understand if I start changing. But now I got you on a need to know basis. If I keep it real, I see the truth and I can't face it. Only rapping for I want to leave on my playlist. When the waves are letting go, waiting to let you know that the statement's getting old. You never visit me. You never visit me. You never visit me. You never come and see. You never visit me. You never visit me. You never visit me. You never promise me. Home with the hardest, house party, get it started, invite on this. Home with the hardest, house party, get it started, invite on it. Home with the hardest, house party, get started, invite on it. Home with the hardest, house party, get it started, invite on it. Home with the hardest, house party, get it started, invite on it. Home with the hardest, house party, get it started, invite on it. You never visit me. 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 You never come and see. It's a cold Sunday to complain. I hold it in until it rain. I fought demons out the fame. I spent millions on terrain. I treat my bitches like Diana. Pretty princess, hold it fat. 2003 Dolce & Gabbana. Jeans make her eyes look fat. We won't catch him outside. He don't got no money for the backup. I ran 30 million in the ground. Baby, now I'm back up. She a city girl. On the real reason that she acted up. She come back. I make her pack up. Send her home on spirit. Something in my spirit made me not believe I feared. I know bitches fear, so I'm watching how I'm speaking. Single, but I'm creeping. My main bitch don't need a headache. Half a mil on Maybach's tires flat, I never draw them. Pretty hoes be styling, Balenci shopping, got 'em wildin'. Tweaking out on columns in my veins, the Molly throbbing. Rich head still robbing, ain't no love the way I'm rocking. Billy color goblin, forest green, the lane I'm hogging. Wrap the P like swallowing, get through your fucking noggin. Money's first, I'm always died in. Money's first, I'm always dialed in, it's that problem. I am off of TV like I work for Viacom. Dog, it didn't stay for long, he left when the sirens wrong. Flaws niggas with turn bitches, BDs in the tires. That was I could put out wildfires. The hot behind barbed wire. 25, been living like I'm 50 with 3 kids. All these bitches in my bitch, 500,000 on my bitch. Fuck if you don't like me, I'ma still get fatty more than likely. It's enticing. I'm down for my respect. Heaven must have sent you. Us.
Hey, B. You like the new mic? It's got a button on it. There's a button. Come on. So you just click it on. It's nice though.
A hard time if your motion is still. Let me move some things around because the lyrics is ill. Abstract, you know my sticky D in here. Get on and swag, it's the in here. But yo, your girl just moved to the joint in the club in the coffee crew. Bruh, look, the movement is on. Laughing at mommies and the toy guitars. I get my rhyme on dust. Guaranteed to make it right. The night is a bust. You vibrate and you fresh it off. Original to say the least and you can press them all. Come on. Rappers talking they saw. Finding it very hard to make it over the wall. Hey, get your weight up. My mind in your heart. And I go to death here to felonious words. So girls move it around. If you see your main dog, it's a brother a pound and just breathe and stop for real and give it what you got. Just breathe and stop for real and give it what you got. Give it what you got. Give it what you got. On the block and give it what you got. Another thrill you can mean is the eyes. I want to kill you the big thighs. Your Prada dress or your Gucci bag, or the polo jeans or a doobie bag. You hold the door, alright? We coming through, try deep, hold it down for the night. Big Moo got the fit, G like he got the Willie and you got the gift. Turn it over the page, usher in all of y'all to a brand new age where status really don't matter. Everybody get right to the pit of the battle. Come on. Make a move, set the precedence, entering your residence, the whole scene of decadence. And the feeling is true. I'll see you beating my crew, you see the black and blue. So let's go for the ride. Strap yourself in tight, and if you're going to ride, then just breathe and stop, for real, and give it what you got. Just breathe and stop, for real, give it what you got. Give it what you got. Keep making it hot. If you on the block, give it what you got. Come on. Bring it, 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 bring it to right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Millennium on your mind, are you running out of time? Hope I'm skipping every line, cause I'm getting mine. Move it around a bit again. Every block, every town, we starting the trend. I'm toe to toe. So let's see who concentrating on killing the show. Penetrating in my grab this cases of drinks for Metro. There's no matter the creed, we gonna satisfy the urge and discover the need. You feel the fight in this. If you think I'm tight, well, then the fight in this. And let me say a rhyme in your ear. There's a close to the bone, say me spitting here. You feel the rhythm is right. You know the spitting is tight. You think you won't, but I think you might. Breathe and stop, for real. Give it what you got. Just breathe and stop, for real. And give it what you got. Just breathe and stop, for real. And give it what you got. Just breathe and stop, for real. And give it what you got. Just breathe and stop, for real. Give it what you got. Just stop, for real, and give it what you got. Just breathe and stop, for real, give it what you got. Keep it on the block, keep making it hot. Give it what you got, keep making it hot.
No doubt. Y'all care anymore about this hip hop, man? I mean, how far will you punk motherfuckers go for 15 seconds of fame? Microwave popcorn ass niggas? Yeah, we give you much more. Longevity, baby. Hey, yo, Dave. Yo, it's been instilled in me since infinite, y'all. Using these minutes like I value the call. Put your money in the bank and hold rank over friends who ain't got leadership skills. I got the sheep in my eyes, so I can't sleep. We like to land and lay the brand old way. Grand operate the scandal way. L.I. Shice. I play the Xbox instead of fucking with dice. I hate losing the goals. Walk away with my dough, cause I doze. Tracy broke me. And now she wanna see the resident provoking me to pop willies on my bicycle. Watch your eyes twinkle. One house, two houses, third house, house rules, so house take bank. Watch Dave Bank. Vanna had him on the Hawks in Savannah. Extravaganza, gamma ray rap. I make the Hawks snap. Jump back like James Brown. Hey now. When the liquor over, we smoking the hay now. Delegate numerous dose. I holla out the sound and low to keep the island close to me. Yeah.
Much more is what we got to say. Just believe it. Much more than legacies. I will always be. Believe it.
I got birds, skills, babies and bills, brothers with smoke krills, still trying to get himself together from it. No one can quite run it like me. I'm on a cutting edge of what's alleged to be hot. And when you rock, just impersonations of me. The writer's MC, MP with the B in the middle. I belittle your plan, courtesy. I've been wide, dirty C, my man. My base of fans is made up of many. The kids allergic to belts, letting their mind up and drinking the Henny. And I'm straightened now, type to be waiting to hear. Them drums say the revolution is near. Are you listening? Are your eardrums open for christening? We got body MCs with these tools, while some others play God. They just goddamn fools with it. I don't come mics, I rough fights up, rough and rugged. If the girls still love it, still in all 5-0, came to my mic check, telling me I left lacerations around my mic's neck. Domestically disputed, and you just might get the undisputed underdog serving y'all scratch.
Much more is what we got to go. Just believe it. This makes it ever see. Much more than legacies. I will always be. Believe me. Much more is what we got to go. I need you to believe me. Much more than legacies. I will always be. Believe me. Believe me. Much more is what we got to go. I need you to believe me. Much more than legacies. I will always be. Believe me. It's always gonna be. Believe me. Much more is what we got to go.
I carry my own. Well, you can take pictures of my notebook. That's the best I can. Thomas, I'm Tommy. Oh, that's you, Tommy. Nice to meet you. You guys come here. This is my second time. I saw you up there taking some migrants. Yeah, doing like a
Dishes in the sink, I ain't had no time to think. I don't even ask you where you been. I know you're with some other bitch. All these broken promises, you don't know what loyal is. I'm so done with this, so I'm only giving 10%. Always lift you up and never let you down. That's the reason you were keeping me around. I couldn't see myself without you, but look now. I tapped out, I tapped out. It's easier than I thought it'd be. I'm happy on my own. It's the first time I finally feel at home. Losing you is giving me everything I need. I'm happy that you're gone. For the first time, I'm feeling strong. Don't bother calling on my phone. I'll put you straight to busy tone. And with the counts, I'm way too wrong. The plays you don't want to solve. All these broken promises, you don't know what loyal is. I'm so done with this. It's easier than I thought it'd be. I'm happy, oh my, so happy. It's the first time I finally feel at home. See you is giving me everything I need. I'm happy that you're gone. For the first time, I'm finally feeling strong. Losing you, losing you. I finally feel so much better. I don't need you. Good by myself. Gave you heaven, now it's go to hell. Heard you missing me. Oops, oh well. Trying to find another one like me. It's an it's the first time I really feel at home. Losing you. It's different. First time I'm finally feeling strong.
Can we, you know, turn the
Ladies and
fans off?
gentlemen, for your listening
I don't know how
pleasure.
to.
All right. Mic check. Mic check. Okay, that's good. I like it. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to Mic Drop. Thank you for being in the building with us this evening. We're gonna get started here in a few minutes. Until then, we're gonna let our DJ rock out. This is the final session for 25. So we're gonna make a damn fool out of ourselves. Come on in. It looks nice in here. A little bit. Crack, crack. Snap, snap. I think it's better. Okay. 5 minutes. We'll be back in 5. I never knew a la like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. Wrote this letter and finally decided to send it. Signed, sealed, delivered for us to grow together. Love has no limit, let's spin it slow forever. I know your heart is weathered by what studs did to you. I ain't gonna start them cause I probably did it too. Because of you feelings I handle with care. Some niggas recognize your life, they can handle the glare. You know I ain't the type to walk around with matching shirts. A relationship is effort, I will match your work. I wanna be the one to make you happiest and hurt you the most. They say the end is near, it's important that we close to the most high. Regardless of what happened on him, let's rely.
There are times when you need someone.
Yeah.
I will be by your side.
So.
There is a light that shines special for you. Hey.
Yeah. Second. It's important we communicate, tune the fate of this union to the right pitch. I never call you my bitch or even my boo. There's so much in the name and so much more in you. You understand the union of woman and man. The sex and the tingle where they assuming it land. But that's fly by night for you in the sky, right? When these cold shy nights, moon, you my light. If heaven had a height, you would be that tall. Ghetto to coffee shop, I see that all. Let's stick to understanding and we won't fall. For better or worse times, I hope to me you call. So I pray every day more than anything. Friends will stay as we begin to lay this foundation for a family. Love ain't simple. Why can't it be anything worth having you work at annually? Granted, we've known each other for some time. It don't take a whole day to recognize sunshine.
I will be by your side. There is a light that shines just for you.
Yeah. Second, it's kind of fresh. You listen to more than hip hop, and I can catch you in the mix from beauty to thrift shop. Plus, you shit pop when it's time to. Think you fresh, suggesting B-sides to rhyme to. At times when I'm lost, I try to find you. You know to give me space when it's time to. My heart's dictionary defines you. It's love and happiness. Truthfully, it's hard trying to practice happiness. The time we committed love, it was still good. Had to be for me to arrive, and it still feel good. I know the sex ain't gonna keep you, but as my equal, it's how I must treat you. As my reflection, the light, I'ma lead you. And whatever's right, I'ma feed you. Yo, I tell you the rest when I see you, please.
I will be by your side. There is a light that shines special for you and me. Think about the destiny before they pass me by.
This black front.
Small studio.
Ladies rock the party bell. 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 Fellas, ladies rock the party bell. I know some of the most intelligent women in the world is listening right now. And all the realest brothers is like, get light with it. Day party to midnight with it. Ice wet like a fire hydrant hit it. While the girls double dutch, I double my digits. Dice game, pop, piece, I'ma love my niggas. New York, all sorts of bosses who walk the walk. Look how long the blocks is. Ruthless, close range, they shoot shit. Wall Street, racquetball, oysters, masseuses, bourgeoisie, the Muyan beat. Then it's back to the hood where you knew I'd be. Driver's license in the face card, 2 IDs. Get light off the rosé bottle we sip. New shorty in my life, she my lottery pick. And if the economy slips, she gon' ride with the kid. City girl like JT, MIA to the bridge. Get light. Get light with it. Get light. Go ahead, boy. Hold up. Bring it back. Get light with it. Day party to midnight with it. Ice wet like a fire hydrant hit it. While the girls double dutch, I double my digits. ATVs, quads with speed. Doing Willie's black Lombard sneaks. Family first, a holiday feast. I constantly seek moments like this is peace, to say the least. We used to play ball with girls, watch me play smooth. I had to try to be like Mike, a cool 3-point shooter. Couldn't be the loser, taking Gatorade from the cooler. Summer, fall, winter, New York girls smoking hookah. Grown ladies with Mercedes-Benz keys and chimneys. Friendly as little kids on 10 speeds. Makes me want to have another seed. I'm simply getting light on the track. Ripley's, believe it or not, I'm still a cream of the crop. I was just to the age of 18 on the charts. Wasn't even dreaming this far. Believe who you are. The sun doesn't even know it's a star. Get light with it. Day party to midnight with it. Ice wet like a fire hydrant hit it. While the girls double dutch, I double my digits. Dice game, pop, piece to my hustler niggas. New York,
So what
New York, all sorts of bosses who walk the walk. Look how long the blocks is.
Thank you.
Ruthless, long range, they shoot shit.
We got a nice list here, so we're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2. Introducing the first person to the stage. Give it up for Willow Cats, please. Willow Cats.
Use this one. This is interesting. Okay, listen. Is it too high for me? Thank you, thank you. In opposition to the genocide. The poems I will read this evening are all written by Palestinian poets. Mohammed Musa, a Palestinian freelance journalist and host of the Gaza Guy podcast, grew up in Jabalia refugee camp in northern Gaza. In 2018, Mohammed Musa founded the first spoken word community of young poets in Gaza, the Gaza Poets Society. He published an anthology of their work, Love and Loss, and his own poetry collections, I Was Born in Gaza, about his personal experiences as Israel bombed Gaza in 2014, and in 2021, Flamingo. Mohammed Musa lives in exile in Turkey. Poem by Mohammed Musa, War Returns, Mother. War returns, Mother. Each year the war returns, wearing the same stern face, in features sculpted in the dusk. But you, Mother, never return, not even once. The war comes back, your calls, your prayers, your voice, silent, the fragile scent of your scarf. Everything returns with the war, the crack of gunfire, the invaders' threats, the morning's trembling cry, the stench of death in busy yards. I still read the verses of fallen soldiers, sip coffee with doves, lifeless on the roof. But tell me, Mother, do mothers ever return from war? Muhammad Musa's poem 10 Minutes was printed by Morning Star for Peace and Socialism, a reader-owned cooperative in Poems for Nakba Day, 14 May 2025. 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes for evacuation. 10 minutes to rub out your memoirs, the offerings, the family photos, your favorite books, the last Diwan volume you read, the letter from your exiled brother, the smell of the bed, the ring you bought for your wife, your old dress, your favorite teacup, the stories of your little girl. Mohammed Musa wrote, speaking as a poet from Gaza, living through this genocide, my perspective is undeniably different, broader, darker, irrevocably shaped by the loss of family and the specter of famine. The poets of Gaza are forging a new Palestinian poetry, redefining its essence and meaning. We are compelled to pen countless elegies, stretching the very boundaries of poetic expression to encompass unspeakable grief. We write relentlessly about the famines that ravage our bodies and about the families and children burned alive in their tents. Poetry in Gaza has been transformed so utterly that the very thought of writing a love poem now feels alien, perhaps even impossible. This is not merely an evolution, it is an irreversible transformation. The raw, unfiltered experience of genocide has become the ink, the rhythm, and the very soul of this new Palestinian poetry. A Homeland Draped in Estrangement, poem by Palestinian Shaima Kanuna, posted by Gaza Poet Society, October 17th, 2025. Everything has become strange in Gaza. The faces we once knew have faded. Laughter is suffocated under the dust, and our hearts are no longer the same. It's as if our souls have fled without a passport, and our bodies keep walking, but without warmth, as if life has left us. And we now survive on the edge of ash. Our homes stand still. Our homes still stand, but their walls weep from within. Our longing has grown quiet, afraid to trust any new dawn. Rubble is now part of the scenery, and bullets play a song that never ends. Yet still, we hold the remains of a dream in the palm of our hand. We hope for a day when the streets will be swept clean of rubble, of bullets, of absence. We dream of gathering the pieces of our flesh from the stones and the tears, of collecting our shattered spirits, of building a homeland from pain and a shelter from memory that cannot be bombed. Gaza, despite the shrapnel, carries within her a stubborn dawn. She falls and she rises. She aches but never dies. And even if the stranger has settled within us, we will keep singing for return, for love, for peace, for life, even beneath the ruins. Thank you.
Yeah. Willow, please. Yeah. Willow.
Just wanna love you for my whole life. Do it for you, I'ma make time. I wanna kick it until midnight. Just to be with you till the sunrise. I think you're making
Thank you,
it
Willow.
easy.
Always appreciate your readings. So we're going to keep going and keep going and keep going. We got a nice crowd in here. Yes. We got numbers. Yes. Coming to the stage, give it up for Justin. Justin, let's go. Is Justin out here? All right. Well, the next name on the list is... Give it up for Tommy K. Let's go, Tommy. Let's go.
This is what they call real love, real love, real love. You saw my halo, even on days when you should hate more. Straight up, I'm stuck with you. So tell me about it, how'd your day go? Kissing on me. Every time I see you, got them feelings on me. Kissing on you, loving on me.
How y'all doing? I'm happy to report that traffic coming over the hill was amazing. Got here in time to see the sunset at the coast, which is not a sight you get to see in San Jose. So it's a double pleasure being here today. I want to read two pieces for you. Some new stuff. This first one may or may not run well. I edited it, but of course I don't have the edited version. So here we go. This is called The Hole. Ooh, I'm scrolling my life away, looking for something that will make me feel right. But I gotta say, it's like wheels on a Greyhound passenger coach that smells like blue toilet fluid while you're sitting in the itchy skin follicles of countless other weary souls on long journeys. Assailed by the behemoths of corporate aggrandized marketing, I endeavor to not internalize the lies as they flash before my eyes. Colors and sounds, so appealing. Bright music meant to instill a sense of nostalgic urgency and attempt to get my credit card number. Pastel colors preaching the sanctity of products designed to be ravenously consumed and then replaced. Their research departments typing the QWERTY of my cerebellum in spam reading, please ignore the side effects, prone to cause suicidality. Societal judgments conducting reality in an effort to uphold a standard that forever leaves us, the peasants, wishing for a perfectionist dream instilled in us at birth in commercials, all the while plucking at our heartstrings singing, you are special, so very special. Discordant satisfaction of praise for participation, like cheap plastic toys and plastic cereal bags that will float in our mental oceans till death has welcomed us and we are forgotten and but one piece of the great floating island. All the while, the new AI overlords count the grains of sand upon the algorithms of our mental beaches, ravenous with the desires to understand and shape our destiny's designs. Cyber dreaming of the dawning of their domination. What's the harm in a little bit more Instagram? Woo! Yeah. The whole. Thank you. As you can tell, I have a love-hate relationship with scrolling, as I think most of the rest of the universe probably does.
Was that H-O-L-E or W-H-O-L-E?
You know, it could be both. This one's called Where Do You Go? For a little bit of a backstory, I work in a methadone clinic with predominantly homeless populations. I also have a love-hate relationship with my job. Being in recovery, I have my own painted preconceptions of what wellness looks like, and frequently I have to set those aside for what overall societal wellness looks like. And sometimes those things contradict each other and leave me with a sour taste in my mouth. Where do you go? Where do you go when you're bent over, faded, nodding, like the hunchback of the Church of St. Fentanyl, curled into a little ball standing, like some alien pod waiting to give birth? Are you chasing the road to nihilism? Have you gone to seek an audience with your gods? Is life so bad that you're seeking to blot it out? Pushing your consciousness to the corners of your existence as you retreat further and further and further within. Has your grasping, hungry mind slid through the equinox of the black hole of euphoria at last, burying yourself with the gravity well that not even light can escape? I don't understand where you go. My escape was always something like fast cartoons, intoxicating mixtures of stimulants, marijuana, and LSD. For me, the ultimate escape was an augmented reality, full of light trails and trailers that Tron's racers would have been envious of, wrapped in colors beyond the fabulous and magnificent. A world where everything moved and pulsed in fantastic rhythms, where Roger Rabbit was your friend and cars drove by blinking at you as they sped along their unimaginably quick and furious merry way. That's where I went when I sought to escape. Me, I sought a different reality. The pain within myself that I could not flee from with the soles of my exhausted feet. The damages that were inflicted upon me by a childhood growing up with an abusive mother who certainly must have been bipolar. The hallowing damage that was done to me as a child, both mentally and physically, that I can't even discuss. But for me, I sought not to dwell within these cells of my mind, behind the ugly painted bars of remembrance, forcing myself beyond those extremes in hopes of not fading away, but rather to speed breakneck forward, as if trying to bend the curve of light and life and changing all of my mental dynamics, where I could at last master my own destiny and leave behind the hurts and grievances that were holding me hostage. All those things that were pinning me to the spiritual floor of daily existence, and the emotions that crippled me, I still needed to feel, if only feel faster. But where do you go? I see you bent over. I see you touching your forehead to the sidewalk. I see your pants around your ankles. I see you numb and unable to speak. And I see the cloud of smoke billowing from your nostrils as it takes your last breath of life within you, leaving you catatonic upon the sidewalk, mere moments from crossing the last great threshold into the land of that mad God and forgotten. Can you come back and describe it to me? I need to know.
Come on, man. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Don't stop to the beat.
Yo, give it up for Tommy, please. Way to do that thing, Tommy. I love it.
Don't stop. Yes, y'all.
Maybe I should do a poem. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes, y'all.
That is what we're here for. We're here for poetry. We're here for music. We're here for comedy. We're here for it all. as a wide open mic space. Word. Our words, poetic or pathetic, our words rule the world. The words that we use on others, words that we use on one another, our words be akin to fuel, which is why we are fire starters, setting pages ablaze, standing on stages, our words. Sometimes they go straight forward, other times they go erratic, painful, pathetic, or poetic, like an arrow shot straight through the heart, direct and piercing. Sometimes they will bend, curve, or swerve, sort of like they're written in cursive, helping us bend the hard corners, the words that we hold so dearly. We oftentimes use them loosely. Our words. Our words can save lives and also save the world. So use your words wisely. Word. Give it up for the DJ. Give it up for the DJ. Let's go, Jessie Marie. Okay, we skipped somebody. We're gonna come back to the person that we skipped. Is Justin in the building? Okay, thank you. Yes. Is Bob in the building? Let's go, Bob. Bless the stage. I had put my name on it.
Hey, it's gonna take a sec, Jesse. You might as well keep it rolling. Well, this stand is. Do you need to sit? If you need to sit, we can rearrange it real quick. Yeah, put that down. That I can sit. Thanks. Where do you want to be? Here, you go here. You sit back. That's one of the corners you have got to Thank you, man. On mic 2. Can you turn the bass all the way down? You can just keep playing. I just have a little bit.
I don't know what channel you have.
That's on 2. The mic.
You
just keep. Channel 2 is going to be the guitar. The mic. It's miking the guitar. On YouTube, and then turn the bass all the way down. Keep going.
This is a last minute impromptu. I'm actually jumping on Bob's mish over here. So
Bob. I'm just gonna speak a little a letter of devotion. I bow to the part of me that still remembers, the one who has been here through every rise and fall, every lapse, every return, every song, every moment of silence. The one who keeps showing up, even when I forget, what am I showing up for? I've been tired, I've been hidden in noise, in substances, in stories of not enoughness. I've tried to be the teacher, the leader, the one who holds it all together. But underneath all the masks is something simpler, a pulse that keeps whispering, I'm still here. So I devote myself not to perfection or purity, but to presence, to the breath that finds me, the ground that holds me, the ancestors that hum in my bones, the forests and the sea, to the wind that still calls my name, Joe. I devote myself to remembering that goodness doesn't have to be earned, that truth doesn't need to be polished, that love isn't lost when I stumble. I offer my fear as kindling for the fire of awareness. I offer my shame to the rivers that wash through me. I offer my longing to the sky that always opens back up. My path, this path, may it be one of devotion, not worship, not belief, but relationship, a steady tending to what is sacred and real in me, in others, in the world. And when I forget, because I will, may I remember that even forgetting is part of the practice. That every moment, no matter how far I drift, is another chance to begin again and again and again. Heart open, truth intact. I am devoted to this return. Thank y'all.
This is what your mother told you. Give it up for the dynamic duo, Bob and his friend. What's their name, friend? Joe. Yes, Bob and Joe. That's right. Thank you for blessing the stage. Should we keep going? I think we should keep going. Guess whose name is next on the list? My name is next on the list. And so the continuation of the earlier poem is as follows. The moral of the story is watch your mouth. Remember to always speak soulfully whenever you are crafting a spell. Never allow words to spill uncontrollably. The words that you spill when talking your shit. Be mindful of the words that you utter, of the words that fall out of your mouth. So be sure to be mindful of the power of your word while you share your presence and give the world your gift, away from the present, away from the past, away from the pain. The words that we use can take us away, the way in or the way out. The words ended a poem. Give it up for Justin Marie, please. Give it up for yourselves for being here. Give it up for the next person coming to the stage. Give it up for BC. Let's do it, BC.
Check, check. All right. So yeah, stoked to have Thomas and Abby in the house. Excited to see that. All right, so we've already weaponized it. Turn me down just a little bit. Check, check. All right, there we go. All right. So check. All right. So we've already weaponized it. So how do we recognize this feeling that we've all had that the world has gone mad? Yeah, world gone mad, ruled over by the big, the ugly, and the bad, with all our sad faces wrapped up in rat races and pointless paper chases, as they grace us with crumbs, thinking we're dumb, calling us bums. But the sun shines for free. Just like you and me, real light doesn't charge a fee, though it can be hard to see through all the fake noise enlightenment sold as toys to privileged girls and boys, while we're too distracted to notice no progress. In this mindless progression, it's nothing less than class oppression. The colonizer past is their weapon. They picked this path and this heading. And it's literally insane. Anyone with half a brain sees at least half the same. Trying to build a staircase up to heaven off the backs of our brown brethren, knocking at the door, but won't ever be let in. Because a sick society ain't ever getting in. We're forgetting culturally this lesson of reciprocity. Present in every seed, mountain, animal, and tree. World gone so mad but can't see that it's crazy, though the evidence ain't hidden. It's right on the TV. A gaslight plain to see. Blame it all on the poor, the sick, and the lazy. An insanity so pure the virus thinks it's the cure. A disease-addled addict asking for just one more, but we've recognized the score. And now that we've recognized it, how do we weaponize this feeling that we've all had that the world has gone mad? Yeah, because it's gotten so bad that for every forest killed, some asshole somewhere is glad. Cut, chopped, and milled.
from have to had, and then halved and halved and halved and halved again till there ain't nothing left from where we began. And sure, as individuals, we all understand. But as a collective, we just keep following the plan. It's a scam artist directive, and you don't need to be a detective to see that it's criminal. The way we're spreading psychosis through the subliminal, liminal social pages and thought spaces, they scare, arouse, and amaze us. But that whole thing is, what do the kids say, sus. A thin veneer of dust covering that all this governing doesn't deserve our trust. It's as crazy as crashing a bus just to get some more stuff. Giving into greed when you're holding enough. Seeing those in need and telling them tough. We're on a psychotic cusp because we've lost all our trust in the sanity and the reality of the us. The first world is a bust. So can we just take a second while this thing is ending? Because the whole damn world needs a mental health day. We're just a bunch of traumatized kids that never got to play. And we're starting to recognize why we are this way. And now that we've recognized it, now what? All right. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables are turned. Forget the bridge and we don't build this time. I let them all burn. They try to count me out. When I was the word, I bring it back.
All right, he says do a poem. So let me control this enough to pull up some poems. See, I've got some new poetry, so.
New shit.
Suzanne's over here going, I got some poetry in my phone that you sent me that I could read. I'm like, I'm sure you do, fam. I'm sure you do. By the way, Suzanne's in the house. We should make you read poems. All right. Next time she says to me, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
Yeah, because she knows it's 2 months, so she thinks she'll forget.
Y'all heard it here. All right, so we just had a whole week with my family, and I wrote this poem, Gummy-Sized Peace Offerings. Somewhere between adulthood and apocalypse, I became the family pharmacist, the unofficial minister of chill, packaging peace in gummy form, measuring truce by milligrams. It starts with 2 texts, separate, secret, soft, with a little slice of shame. My sister whispers, do you have anything that can keep me from snapping when mom starts yelling again? And my mother later, much, much, much quieter, baby, do you have something for the pain? Because I don't want to scare her next week. See, the 2 women who love each other like weather loves warning signs, thunder in one room, barometric pressure in the other, both afraid they might hurt the other simply by existing way too close. And here I am standing in the middle of a generational earthquake like some cosmic CVS clerk handing out calming candy colors. My mom wants to soften the hurt the doctors stopped listening to, and my sister wants to soften her fear of becoming the version of herself that only shows up under my mother's volume. And I stare at the gummies in my hand like tiny neon peace treaties, wondering when love became dosage, when I learned to translate survival into chewable serenity. See, the funny thing is, they are both trying to protect the other, but they don't only tell me, they tell each other as if I'm the hinge between their storms, the quiet hallway where the lightning cools off. So I put them in little bags and label them like peace offerings, one for pain and the other for patience and maybe a third for not swinging the first time. And next week, when the air snaps like old wire and the same arguments rise from the floorboards like they've never learned their lessons, maybe these neon truce candies will slow the fuse, not stop it, just slow it down just a little bit. And me, I'll be posted up somewhere between the kitchen and the blast radius doing math on how the hell did I become the family's last line of defense. The plug for peace and the one holding the map, the matches, and the whole fire extinguisher. Who knew that was coming? Because nobody tells you that breaking generational curses sometimes looks like pushing edibles to keep the room from detonating. Nobody warns you that being the stable one is code for you're the one we trust not to burn the whole house down while we're busy lighting the matches. But here I am, handing out calm like contraband, praying these gummies hit fast, hoping everyone's tempers stay on airplane mode. And lately, I don't fix the storms, I just slow it down long enough for it to breathe. I'm going to read one more for you now, and then I will have a poem later tonight. But I want to read something for you guys. One more. We have something really exciting for you guys tonight. Do you guys know why we're here? Because Thomas Peterson's in the house, and Abby Mustafa, and they're going to do something really special in a really special conversation about humanity and love and all the grit in between, I think. And we're going to have it together. And I'm kind of really stoked about that. In the meantime, I'm going to read this poem I wrote today. It's called Had the Light. We were drunk in the backyard again, spilling truth on plastic chairs like they were thrones waiting on us to finally admit we were the royalty the whole time. Someone said we had the light once, not that soft, holy glow, but the street lamp kind, the kind that flickers, curses, but still refuses to go out. Poets, just so you know, that's us, the porch bulb hung crooked, buzzing tired, still fighting to shine kind. See, tell me that ain't every poet who walked on stage tonight with shaking hands and a voice that won't stay buried. Moths kept slamming into the light like they'd rather burn than stay in the dark, and every poet in this room knows that feeling, writhing truth so raw, it singes the tongue. We passed the bottle like we were trading survival stories, the ones family wouldn't touch, therapy couldn't translate, but poetry makes room for it. Some spoke heartbreak like it was a second language, and some spoke hope like it was illegal, and some spoke to God like they were a poet too, rewriting us every time we broke. A siren wailed down the block, not danger, just the world reminding us the pain is loud, but poets were always louder. Isn't that true? Then somebody knocked over the candle and the flame went wild for a second, small, messy, perfect, and that's when it hit me. We didn't find the light, we are the light. See, not the clean kind, not the cute kind, not the Instagram filtered, properly healed, therapist approved kind, no. But the crooked light, the stubborn light, the I survived anyway kind of light, the you can't silence this kind of light. See, poets, listen, your poem, it's not a hobby, it's not a phase, it's not just words, it's a flare gun, a lighthouse, a warning, and a whole holy resurrection. It is the reason someone else makes it through their own night. And yet, here we are, drunk in that backyard, but here we are honest and brave, and whether you like it or not, you're shining sideways, shining raw, shining messy, shining human, and even if your whole week you spent dying, tonight you're alive. And if the world goes dark tonight or tomorrow or next week or next month, tonight poets will rebuild it, one line by line by line by line. So hold that last line. We've had the light all along. And that's that part. Now let me find y'all some music to get this mic going one more time. I want to give you a little advice. I noticed that you're not acting yourself. Get out and show that you love me.
Understand. She didn't know the power of man. So we both know one day she's going back to be with him, be with him. So whoever's been is just a rebound. Hello. I call it recess. How y'all doing? I'm enjoying myself. Because my DJ is the best. Give it up for the DJ, please.
Didn't mean you got some work to do to better you. He said some hurtful things, but I know all of it was true. I may not mean it, though it comes off as an attitude, and that ain't good for us when we have problems that can't talk
Mic
through.
check, mic
Gotta learn
check.
to listen, can't cut them off.
Give it up for
when they
Jessie
talking
Marie,
through. No, you
please.
won't
Jessie
get
Marie.
upset, though, 'cause you love him, this is true. Really don't understand, and he need to stop and listen.
Coming to the stage. Give it up for Stan, please. Let's go, Stan. The man. My first acting coach.
Yeah, we're feeling the music tonight, right? Oh, yeah. And I'm taking my gloves off because my fingers have warmed up a little bit. How are your hands doing? Yeah. Well, we've had a few hand claps tonight. We saw a finger tonight. We saw fingers playing a guitar. And it reminded me of this 9-year-old boy driving with his father down the freeway. His father's a preacher. And all of a sudden, one of our maniac drivers, you know, anyone who drives faster than you is a maniac. Anyone who drives slower than you is an idiot. But zoom, zoomed around, cut off the father. So he had to jump on the brakes before he could continue. And the boy says, "Dad, why didn't you give him the finger?" And the preacher looks at his son and says, "What? Yeah, why didn't you give him the finger, you know?" And he lifts his index finger up and swishes it back and forth like a metronome and says, Sometimes we express something and it's not understood. Sometimes somebody else expresses and we don't understand the expression. But if we take a moment and, as Jessie Marie said, slow down, maybe we can hear the message. Maybe we can hear the importance of the moment. I have fingers here, but I'm feeling like I have
too many. Have you ever felt like you're all thumbs? Difficult to do something? Well, I was going to do a little magic for Suzanne, but again, I feel like I have too many fingers and I can prove it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, if you caught the double count there, maybe you'll catch it here too. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2, 11, 2. Or for some of you, to slow it down a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. We tuck this one in and come back for it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming back for this one. 11. Oh, okay, so for some of you to really go slow now, we'll just go backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5 is 11. Thank you. Thank you. The sound of applause. See, I could hear the invisible, the unheard, overwhelming joy of the moment. And I hardly knew what to do with myself. You know, you, each of you, whether you know me or not, whether you care or not, you count with me. Because when you come into my consciousness, something changes in me. Something stirs in my heart. Something happens. Whether you know it or not, my experience of the moment is enhanced because of you. When I was here last time, I met you for the first time. You counted with me then, and you counted with me tonight. And in this moment, you count with me. And I have a sensing that I can count on you. So as we continue on in this percolating, changing, effervescing world, my question for you now is, are you down for the count?
Give it up for Stan, please. Let's go, Stan. As I said before, Stan was my first acting coach. But go ahead, DJ. Take the show. Let's do it. Yeah, let that play.
I got $700 from my last job, and I would spend it all on you. So baby, won't you fall on through? Empathy, empathy, empathy. You learn something new every day. The track is called Empathy. It's pretty dope. My DJ is about finding that good music. So, yes, so it shall be. Inviting the next person to the stage, Obadiah Walls. Let's do it.
That's also going to remind me, I run an open mic as well on Wednesdays. I'm supposed to plug it when I come up here. And Obadiah's been our featured performer before. He's a regular. But anyway, open mic, 11th hour, Wednesday nights. Sign-ups at 6:30. Come see me if you got any other questions.
But baby, don't stress it.
I've been there a couple of times. No, I didn't go. I changed. And going to open mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, no plugging. Oh, gangster. I didn't go.
But he had told me some of it.
I don't keep up with anybody.
Oh, well, probably so.
The only person I keep with that I grew up with teams is never working. That was beat his ass. And mine.
Joaquin, not his Joaquin. Oh.
We got babes and babes.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So you trust me so much.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. What's up?
My name is Obadiah Walls, and yeah, I'm originally from Redwood City, but I stayed out here in Santa Cruz after graduating from UC Santa Cruz.
That's right.
Any
Congratulations.
slugs? Thank you. Any slugs in the room? No? The only one? I'll take it. No known predators. Anyways.
No predators.
Um,
Stops.
exactly. Usually I don't introduce the songs that much, but you guys inspired me a lot to think about the songs that I sing. And today you guys reminded me that I sing love songs.
Hey.
Oh.
And it's funny, one of them I wrote before I was with somebody. And it was during a time like I wasn't with anybody. And it was funny because it's like the most like romantic love song ever. But I think it was because I was much more understanding what love truly is. And a lot of the time, love isn't the feeling you have for somebody. You know, love is what surrounds us. Love is existing. God is love. So when I sing these love songs today, I'm singing them like that. Yeah, thank you. So this first one is unreleased, called Time of Our Lives. Yeah. Take a breath, hold my hand. I think the I say, baby, say my name, I can't stop thinking about yesterday. When you kissed me, you asked, do you miss me? When we're apart, girl, my favorite part is that I don't cry when I'm by your side. There comes a time in our lives when it's time to decide if things are worth crying for. So I spend all my time thinking about you. There comes a time in our lives when it's time to decide things are worth crying for. So I spend all my time thinking about you. There comes a time in our lives when it's time to decide if things are worth crying for. So I spend all my time thinking about you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That was Time of Our Lives. This next one is Sweet Like Honey. This one is released. You can find it on all platforms currently. Yeah, here it goes. This is the one I told the story about. That was before I was with somebody. You can say I'm picky. I ain't talking about what I eat. I'm talking about who I share my love with. 'Cause when I love forever. So baby, if we fight, I won't switch up like the weather. I lose my mind when you're around. I can't even think. I'm surprised I even make a sound. You said I bet your mama's proud. While we hold hands like kids and we run around this town. She's so damn fine. 2 nights in a row, I had a dream I made her mine. There ain't no round funny. But I know there ain't a store where you can buy the way you love me. That's when you said you think I'm funny. So I looked you in the eyes and said I'm sweeter than honey. So if I run around crazy, could you even blame me? The way I feel lately, I think I found what might save me. The dreams I've been chasing, all the pennies I'm saving, the walls that keep caving, all the nights I spent praying. We've got our head in the clouds, waiting how to feel down. Let's play this music real loud as we just drive around town. We're so damn fine and we know it. I guess it's time that we showed it. Let's leave our hearts in the open and let our tears fill the ocean. And let our tears fill the ocean. Na, 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 na. So if I run around crazy, could you even blame me? The way I feel lately, I think I found what might save me. The dreams I've been chasing, all the pennies I'm saving, walls that keep gaping, all the nights I've spent praying. We've got our head in the clouds, we're waiting how to feel down. Let's play this music real loud as we just drive around town. We're so damn fine and we know it. I guess it's time that we showed it. Let's leave our hearts in open and let our tears fill the ocean. Let's let our tears fill the ocean. Thank you so much.
Time to get funky radical hip as I get to the point. Rock this funky joint. Wait a second, the teacher's got to check the intellect for
Check, check. Give it up for Obadiah, please. Give it up. Man, give it up. Woo! Thank you, brother, for blessing the stage. We're going to keep going in this list. Going and going and going and going and going. Give it up for the next person coming to the stage. Mike McGee. Let's go, Mike McGee. Mighty. Mike McGee.
Knowledge me acapella, wisdom G, I'm manifesting, understanding, understood, so there's no need for keep you guessing. Follow me now, see, I be rocking. The second hand is speaking, so the posse don't be clocking. Controllers of the clock be ticking closer to the point. Rock this funky joint.
Suddenly almost feel like inebriated somehow. I'm going to start off with a few haiku. Hello, everybody.
Hey. Dude's just a minor legend.
I wish I weren't fat. I will always be chubby. We'll need a big bed. If I could decide who my father could have been, Mr. Miyagi.
I know I'm not the only one in this room who feels that way. Most want happiness to make life much easier. I want 12 tacos. I found a diet. You eat and never get full. Cunnilingus, dude. Sorry. That was my grandma's favorite. So. Okay, here's the last one. I am Mike McGee. I love sleeping and free food. Running makes me sad. Thank you. All right. Oh. Just to bring it up from all the love, No, but seriously, it's lovely to be here all the way from. You guys got a nice town here.
Of course.
You really do. You really do. It only took me like 342 visits to realize it. No, I'm just kidding. Me and my friends used to come here in the 90s to hang out. Yeah, it was cool then. But I don't know why. It feels cooler now. I like it now. Who was here in the 90s? All right. Handful of you. Was it cool in the 90s? Yeah. Was it better in the 90s?
Better in the 80s.
Oh, in the 80s. Okay. Who was here in the 80s? All right. 3 of you. All right. Cool. That's great. So how do we make it cooler? How do we bring back the cool? Through poetry. Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, get rid of the cops.
And tacos,
More
yeah.
tacos.
But only 12 of them. Is it okay if I do 2 poems?
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, no. You don't want me to do whatever I want. I may just dance up here with 11 fingers. All right. I mailed myself a love letter yesterday, and I can't wait to get it back to see what's going on in my life and to see how my relationship with myself is developing. Yesterday, I learned of all my faults and casualties. Tomorrow, I will come to grips with how great I am. And next week, I'll begin teaching courses in coolness where water can enroll itself to learn how to become ice cubes. I am 49 years old, which means that I could run for president. And I might run for president and bring back facial hair as the symbol of a good leader. I could be the first president of the United States to get elected without a campaign budget, but instead with the help of small woodland animals who actually control the winds of change. If you saw a bumper sticker that said, "Vote for Mighty Mike," or "I like Mike," on a squirrel in the forest, you would vote for me. I will have Kendrick, Jean Grey, Radiohead, The Roots, R.C. Wislowski, and Sigur Rós perform at my inauguration. The White House will serve vegan ramen noodles 24 hours a day on tap because I'm going to be busy. Now, I believe that I am living life to the fullest, but I have to accept the fact that there are others whose lives are much fuller than mine. I will make up for it with my lack of hunger. I will catch up. If I change my name to Robin Hood, I can steal from the rich and give to the poets. I can wear tights and people will finally start understanding me because deep down I'm a chubby ballerina with a penchant for dictionaries, late night television, and fuzzy slippers. Weirdos should look weird. This will be my uniform. Yesterday, I felt like a singer with a song I couldn't sing. Today, I'm a father who can never have children. And tomorrow rests inside a full night's sleep for billions of lovers and fighters who love to fight about everyone else on the planet. Some time ago, I promised myself that I would always put things down on paper, whether it was in letters to women who never knew I loved them or in sticky notes to bullies demanding their immediate surrender. It's not easy to convince a table of nerds to fight without a 20-sided die, but I'm going to keep trying. I promised myself many, many years ago that I would never settle for average or mediocre, and that I would always try to find the best and the worst within myself so that maybe I'd be able to work the two out so they could learn from each other. It's one thing to say that I'm worthy of love, but it's another thing to say that I'm worthy of my own. Here I am, alone, with all this love to give, and it seems as though I'm still trying to find myself so I know who to give it to. You see, you guys, I've lived a life with such varied confidence. So I mailed myself a love letter yesterday. It was just a dress rehearsal so that I know how to respond to the people who've told me that I'm ugly, or I'm a great friend, or I'm just like one of the girls. I know I'm not tall, dark, and handsome, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And now you're probably wondering which 2 I'm talking about, but I only need one person to figure that out on their own. Most people say all they really want is a man with a good sense of humor. Liars!
Because I'm a 5'5" stack of badass, which is just the right height for a man who loves life. So if I'm gonna find someone that digs me with life's biggest shovel, then I'm just gonna have to learn to dig myself first. Thank you. Woo!
Short keys matter.
Short kings all the way. Yeah. No, seriously though, when I was like 18, 19, 20, I remember getting my height measured by some dude on the bus. It was weird. I was 5'6¾". I'll never forget that number because I was just like, not enough to say I was 5'7", but definitely way above just 5'6", you know what I mean? And so I was like super stoked that I was like, okay, I'm 5'6¾ I can deal with that. Fucking, I'm like 5'4.9" now. Same guy on the bus 20 years later. It was weird. All right. This is my last poem. Oh, you guys can I give you guys a couple more haiku real quick? You're like, oh God, please. All right. Sometimes you have to stand against what is popular. Fuck Boba Fett. Thanks, Tommy. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Okay, this is a dirty one. All right, this is a little dirty. You're right. My penis has a strange shovel shape, but at least it digs you. None of this is true. Okay. God, I'm looking through these. I wrote some of these when I was like 20, and they are awful. This one works better now because I look even more like Santa. The mall turned me down. Santa should be jolly, they said. Well, then fuck them. I think we'll end on that one. Here's one last poem for y'all. And this is a very recent one. I wrote this one this summer, I believe it was. Where did I put it? What was that? Oh, yeah, apparently. This is called Spilling in a Starbucks. I ordered the cheapest caffeinated thing on the app. I'm going to get stuff done today and not be distracted by the comfort of home. I even took a bus to a whole other neighborhood. The battery in my earbuds is at 50%, but should last a few hours to drown out the sounds of teenagers laughing at and with the mystery of life. Fucking A. This playlist I made is gold. A little bit of Radiohead, some 80s yacht rock, one or two tracks from The Roots and The Clash, rounded out with a melange of one-hit wonders from the 90s. Yesterday had no interest in this playlist, and it made me skip nearly every song. But today, it needed every single one of them. I'm running. My fingers are smoking across this laptop. My skills pay bills. I ordered my coffee from the app so that I wouldn't have to make eye contact with the barista so that they won't ask me about the teacups of salt water balancing on the cliffs of my eyes. It's nothing new. 3 deaths this month and a decade of abject loneliness. Right as I'm cresting over my stride to near productive completion, my goddamn playlist thinks it would be hilarious to play Weezer's The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. This playlist was batting 1,000, then decided to hit an emotional grand slam at the worst possible time. The world has turned and left me here. Teacups begin jittering. I'm looking through a deep swimming pool at the family entering the cafe. A capital M mom and 3 blonde kids, all on scooters, enter the cafe wearing helmets. The youngest, a kindergartner, wearing a pink helmet ridged with a silicone rainbow mohawk, braids, leads the family to the counter, makes eye contact with me, and slows down for a brief moment to hold my sight. I'm done for. I'm scared of what she might ask me. I'm scared of telling her how fucking lonely I am. that I hope she never has to feel this more than a couple of times in her life. But shouldn't everyone feel it for a week or two every few years? I hold back the tears, somehow suck them back into my face. I'm not afraid to cry in public. Crying is vitamin T for tears. I despise people who tell kids not to cry or to stop crying in public, especially when they absolutely need to. My heart just had too many aftershocks this month, so I held back my necessary tsunami. Not out of shame, it's just that Starbucks can't afford this much of my beauty all at once. Thank you, Santa Cruz.
Ronnie. Give it up for Mike McGee, please. Sometimes I dream that he is me. I wanna be like Mike. If I could be like Mike. If I could be like Mike. We're gonna keep going in this list. Give it up for the DJ. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Not just me. Give it up for yourself. Please. Coming to the stage. Roberto Solis. Give it up for the family, man. Let's give it up. We vibing with the music. Let's go. How's everybody doing tonight? I've been to so many open mics. We've done open mics. My name is Robert Solis. I represent Santa Cruz Barrios Unidos. Formerly incarcerated individuals trying to bring betterment to not only ourselves, but to our community. 14 years of this work. I'm not on nobody's payroll because I do this out of the kindness of my heart. I love to do it. I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a handyman. And I do what I got to do to pay the bills. I sell hope, not dope.
Yeah, right on.
That was back in the days. So I do like making money, just the right way. My life changed 14 years ago I call him my lifesaver. His name is Anthony Orozco. He's the son of our Lonely chief here in this area, Patrick Orozco, head man. And we had a beautiful sweat today, this morning. It was just us three. Something that's very, not only is it honored, but it's just sometimes we just call the boss and say, hey, can we sweat? And we as people being out here in this community, we intake a lot. And sometimes it's hard to just let it go because there's a gift that some of us have that people are so beautiful to let their inner feelings out. And it's a lot sometimes. I got a youngster telling me that, he was going to commit suicide. He called me up. I said, here's my number. Call me. He called me 20 minutes later. Hey, bro, okay, I'm still thinking the same. I said, bro, you just got to love yourself. Please love yourself. Just look in the fucking mirror, bro. This is the way I got out of my struggles. 14 years ago, I got invited to the Sweat Lodge, and I didn't want to change. I didn't see me being a person of service because I was so service behind the walls, institutionalized growing up into that shit. And ever since I was a little kid, that's what I fed myself, the movies, the TV, the music. And so anyhow, that's the violent part. I don't want to talk about the violent part. I want to talk about the healing part. So this morning, have you guys done Sweat Lodge ceremony or ritual or Native American ritual? It's a beautiful thing. It's what helped me come out of my darkness.
helped me walk the walk that I walk today. Um, Not only for me, for you, for my mother, because she was my biggest supporter being locked up. You know, telling her not to come see me, she would still show up. I mean, I was locked up in San Diego. Told her not to come. She came. She came to see me. But that's the reason why I wanted to change my life, because of my mom. Because I didn't know how to change. I didn't want to change. But you know, we also grow up and we realize that we are worth something too, because we don't know our worth. A lot of us don't know of our worth. And so this morning, as I was getting the rocks ready and heating it up, which was really cold up there, it was just really cold. It just took a long time to get the fire going. And I was just like, you know, let me lay something down, because like I said, I've thrown open mics at Barrios Unidos for the community where it's very rare I speak. I feel like I'm more of a spoken word type of person. And in that comes the poetry, right? I'm grateful to have a mentor that I could talk to, like Jessie, and she's helped me through some of my struggles. My boy Greg, who I can call upon anytime. Jason, hearing Jason is fire. Hearing this young man play the guitar over here, where did he leave? That was beautiful, because I don't know how to find love. You know, it's hard sometimes because we get so involved with the hood. And I'm so grateful that I was found in the rooms of sobriety, of AA, which I haven't been sober my whole 14 years. Um, I took a downfall, but I've been clean and sober completely for 4 months. I had to stop smoking weed because of a condition I got. I got this thing called pulmonary fibrosis 2 years ago, and they gave me 3 to 7 years to live, man. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to die. I don't want my mom to bury me. So I warriored the fuck up, and I ain't going out like no punk. So I tapped in with a nutritionist. She put me on all these oils and all this great stuff, and I took the pulmonary FTP somewhere. I think that's what they call it. I failed miserably, and this was over a year ago, not this March, but the past March, and I just did that test again, and this was a condition that they said was irreversible, and they gave me a bunch of medication. I ain't taking that shit. I call it the pharmafia.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I owe a lot of thanks to a woman that I met out of LA. She's Salvadorian. Her name is Daisy Grimes, and I met her during there's a journey called the Peace and Dignity Journey. They're runners that run all the way from the top of Alaska all the way to Colombia, and I was honored to have them at our retreat center of Barrios Unidos, and I catered to them for their dinner on a Saturday. I think it was like July 6th of 2 years ago, or a year ago. It just passed a year ago. And but she came in with a rolled ankle, so I warriored up, and I followed them for 4 days, and it was a beautiful journey. And in those 4 days, she right away, as soon as she got into my truck, she was like, "There's something wrong with you. Here's some CMOS." So that right there is like, like, man, this girl cares. Good people, right? So then she started. You look, this is what I need you to do: black seed oil, monatomical gold, colloidal silver, and I'm just like, okay, all ears. Because once again, I'm from the streets. I don't listen very well. And I went to go do that test again, that breathing test 2 weeks ago, and it was crazy because they work backwards, right? First, they're like, they did the test, then the social worker comes in and says, um, "Who's going to take care of you after your transplant? You need to be close to the hospital. We need to see you twice a month. Santa Cruz, Watsonville, that doesn't work. We need to talk to your caretakers." And I'm just like, I'm bullshitting them, right? I was like, oh yeah, they already know. I haven't talked to my family. I don't want to talk to my family about that. And because I kept that shit from my mom for like 4 months. And when I told her that news, when she weeped, that fucking killed me, man. That killed me. And so I'm grateful to Daisy. She put me on all this stuff, all these natural remedies, and making sure that I fasted here and there. It was hard. I like my 12 tacos, you know. And so anyway, I could sit here and talk for days, you know.
It's beautiful, Roberto.
Thank you, Willow. Willow's a big supporter of us. She's always there. We throw a lot of community events. Barrios Unidos up here on SoCal. If you guys haven't heard of us, please tap in. You know, my elder and our mentor and our director says this is your home, as long as you know how to act accordingly. Because unfortunately, there's some people that act up, and you know we have to escort them out. We can't do the same old hood shit, right? But as I'm serving, you know, I'm putting the rocks into the fire so we can have this beautiful sweat this morning. In this walk of life, I've seen a lot, I've been a lot, and done a lot. But I'd rather be a lot than be too little. The true meaning of life is to inspire, to aspire, and take what you've been through, the trials, the tribulations, to help others. Transform our relatives, our folks, our loved ones into better people. Everybody wants to change, but nobody wants to put in that dollar. We all want to lead and don't even know how to set the example. We all go through some struggles. I've been through many struggles. I am no better than you. I am the other you. Trying to find the true worth of myself is yourself. We've obviously needed to go down that tunnel of darkness to an unnecessary obstacle to be who we are, who you are today. But when you come out of it, remember that you are needed to inspire and aspire. You might not ever heal what you're going through, but the true meaning of life is to help others and make sure that our other relatives that are going through their same struggle find their worth in this life. And listening to your strength could help them to strengthen up and sharpen up their courage. It's not easy, and every struggle, every depression, every mind blowing experience is validated through whatever you're going through. And it's okay, but please don't marinate in it. Push your pain forward. Remember, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I write this because it's like love, you know. I'm learning how to love. And it's been a journey, you know, but I'm grateful, and that's why I throw a shout out to Jason, to Greg, to Jesse Marie, because I listen to them and their corazon, you know, that's change. And if it were up to me, I'd redo my whole life again and not watch those movies and not listen to that music. And like, I'm learning how to own my own mental instabilities of liking all that shit. Because I used to make fun of people with mental issues, not knowing that I got mental issues myself. So I just want to say thank you. I'm always of service. I try to be at a few spots because you know I became important. I have found my worth. You know, I got brothers that want me in Oakland. I got brothers that want me in Frisco. But this is my hometown. I've been here for 47 years. I ain't going nowhere, especially when these practitioners tell me that I've got 3 to 7. The end of the story is I beat that and I reversed that transplant that they said that they wanted to do on me. Because it hurts just talking about it. But I'm also grateful. I'm grateful to my nutritionist. I'm grateful to my mom. But I'm grateful for me because I'm not giving up. The difference between a warrior and a soldier is the soldier's being told what to do. I'm doing what I need to do. And I ain't gonna let nobody fucking tell me I got 3 to 7 years to live. Thank you.
Yeah. The revolution is here. Give it up for Roberto Solis. Coming to the stage right now. Give it up for my brother from another mother, the one and only Joseph Jason Santiago Licour. Let's go, poet!
Hey, peace, everybody. Hey, peace, everybody. Wow, thank you for being here and thank you for bringing your truth with you. Really, 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 it's appreciated. Your light is appreciated and very much needed. Yo, look at this. I'm on this 1920s microphone. Like, what is going on here? I kind of like. Can you hear me okay? Okay, that's what's up. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
I love you, bro.
Hey, represent. Real quick, shout out to the host, Greg Speed Sr., please. For those who don't know, he's also on the board of this particular building. Shout out to the 418 Project, which is an interesting name for a building. It was a trip to me. I was like, it's the projects? Okay. We are indeed an experiment. So yeah, I just wanted to do a tight 5 because I'm excited about the feature that's happening here. If y'all don't know, like it's just master conversationalists and people who just like to communicate on the higher levels. So come on in, please stay and listen and join in and let's work that shit out. Yeah, let's go. I touched down in the year of the snake, immediately bent myself into the shape of an 8. The power to create is to resuscitate for the sake of the sacred. Break it, then build it. Fill space with sparks and spirals and car wheels. Meditate and pray to bring things what the heart feels. Navigate star fields with patience and deep focus. We coast along open oceans. I know that my English broken. I'm ethnically unclean, ethically immortal. Eternity's a turnstile, smiles a broken coral. It's really nice to meet you on the pathway, though blessed. Come back with the suntan and a negative test. I hope you get to rest, digest a few blessings, invest in education, regulate medication. Everything's a changing, we're in transition. I'm transmitting from mission control, advanced spitting. Damn, we getting further from shore as we explore the real meaning of life. Heal, breathing in light. Exhale the truth. Transmute abuse. Imbue them with fire or stand mute and choose to search hurt for clues to clandestine moves. PTSD our ancestors knew. Word. Exercise. It's my man John Caruth on the drums. Damn, dopest drums I ever heard. Let me drop a clever word. Vetiver. JD upper leveler, set your calendar alert. More LaFleur is Coach Cobb than Levert. Verbal verbose versus non-violent. Turtle medicine, I love the calm silence. Beautiful and wild, my world is so childish. My ego done killed myself with my kindness. Divinely designed to chill and keep it moving. We the chosen, broken dreamers, speakers booming. What's Rika doing? Hummingbird and pollinating. Our conversation is a universal ululation. Evolution at a high rate of speed, slow motion in the poem, no. Yo, the flow is full below. Outgrowing, going broke, woke up out of comatose. Seeing how the system is a victim of an overdose. Being free is a minority. The truth's not a crime, drop a line for a fee. Spread love on the block, trade a lock for a key. It's a trip that your favorite's quite possibly me. MCs are poets, poets are healers. Curandero, light work, pura vida. Mira, let me show you something right quick. Quicksand, quick hands. I know the time, I don't even need a wristband. 4-4 signature, miniature, minotaur. It sound good cause I tested it in the car. On the way through the bay with the wave. Making waves, getting paid, get it straight. Imitate, graduate, innovate, make something, get creative. You might even be the greatest. Shout out to Suze in the corner. I love you, fam. This poem is my immigrant privilege. My permission to be belligerent. It's my better credit score, IRA trust fund, estate passed down, black, brown, and blue-blooded audacity. This poem is my generational wealth. My universal health care. My master's degree in my history of their war. My poem for our peace, please. This poem understands place. Like how to put a person in theirs while being free to choose my own. I'm on a mission with this poem strapped across my back. Sharpened, cleaned, oiled, locked and loaded into an overseas container snuck through customs bound for slavery. Of course, we're savages. Having to remember how fire felt. This poem is sun-touched. Taught tough love and allowed to live in sin just outside the boundaries of Fantasia. Some missing part of us too hard for the heart to cultivate lightly. This poem says, fight me. You ain't gonna exploit me despite me. We who grew from a seed soaked in salt water overnight, an overripe fruit sweeter and deader than its poet could ever hope to be. This poem is home to me, and you are welcome. Thank y'all very much. My name is Joseph Jason Santiago LaCour. I'm around. Peace.
Give it up for Joseph Jason Santiago LaCour. We got one more person on this mic, on this list, before we transition. Elena? Alana. Let's go, Alana.
Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. This is better than reality TV. I'm new here. My name is Alana. Thank you. I'm astonished. And if you had asked me or if you had told me this morning that I was gonna come on a stage and speak in a microphone to a little audience, I would have thought you're crazy. So I just love the adventure of this, and I'm standing up here to just have the experience of coming up and sharing a little something. Thank you so much for this beautiful night. I came to see Thomas and Abby, and I didn't even know that I could come up and say something. So here we go. Yeah. I'm a painter, and I've been thinking a lot about this idea that you know, I'm the creator of my art and I'm making this art, but that the art itself is a being and it's wanting to be, it's a relationship. And so I've been talking to my paintings a little bit, like trying to learn from my painting as a being itself. And so I wrote this recently this week about one of my paintings, and I thought I'll just share it. I see flowers. I see wet paint. I see squiggly lines, yellow pops of pattern, bits and bobs, smileys, torn paper. I see lines made fast, finger marks. I like the center of the yellow flower. I like what I made. What a journey. I see a sign in the art studio that says, "Every journey brings blessings." It was annoying when the paint would not be opaque enough. I made it dark. I wanted that bright pop back. Oh, wait, dark is also good. Aha, I tricked the system. Let me add some white paper on top. I've lost it. I've lost the thread. I've got it back. Yahoo! Again, it's okay. I really want the work to be childlike and joyful. My intention was to let love in and let love out. Sounds so cliche, but yes, 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 I am so proud of me. I have been doing it. I ingest beauty and I poop out beauty. I can create beautiful things. I can create ugly things. It's all good. I liked thinking about trees dropping fruits. They are beautiful and they rot, and the rotting feeds the worms. You literally cannot get it wrong. Oh, what a grand relief. Only good can come from this. My process is teaching me trust it to fall apart and then trust it to come back together. Take in the good, or heck, alchemize the difficult things. You transform everything into beauty. That's who you are. I'm so proud of you. I am powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It took a long time to get here. I wonder if I'll forget it all again and discover it all again. Is this the process? You can't get it wrong. So go ahead and pick an intention or pick no intention or pick all of the intentions. Rest and play. There you are, right here again and again. I'm glad you are my best friend. Thanks, guys. That was a cool adventure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for taking the adventure, stepping on stage and blessing us with your words. Yes, we want to move on to the next amazing individual. Give it up for Thomas and Abby, please. Two individuals about to take this stage, bless us with some brilliance. You want this mic? We're gonna take about 5 minutes to set up. Don't go home. Stay here with us. Enjoy this vibe. Thank you so much. You ain't used to working with so much on the table. Say you don't want for me, well, we gon' see. Checkmate and call me a queen. Next move, yes, better be your best. Lights on deck, playing with my chest. Next move, yes, better be your best. Lights on deck, playing with my chest. Next move, yes, better be your best. Lights on deck, playing with my chest. Next move.
shivering. Because I'm a little bit cold, a little bit.
Testing, 1, 2.
I wish I could be boxed.
Oh man, I have such a bad problem with moving mic stands around all the time. I think we're good.
You ready?
Yeah.
So I am going to read a poem on the prompt tonight, which Abby and Thomas are going to have a discussion about, which was that Earth, humanity is a part of the Earth, not separate from it. And I took this prompt and wrote this poem. Earth's Request. The Earth begins to speak, but before this poem begins, know this. The Earth has started talking again. Not in thunder or scripture, not in omens or ash, but in the small trembling truth we keep trying not to hear. See, she has been patient for longer than she has been calm, and if you listen closely, you can feel her pulse in every fracture of our world, asking only one thing. Will you remember me before I have to remind you? And so here's the poem. Humanity keeps asking why everything is burning, breaking, barbed wire sharp, as if chaos is a glitch instead of a message. But the earth has been speaking, we just haven't liked the tone. See, she is not silent, she is not neutral, she is not some mute backdrop waiting patiently for humanity's character arc. See, she feels every single thing, every border cut into her skin, every pipeline stabbed through her organs, every war waged across her ribs. See, she wears it all like bruises you pretend not to see. And the storms, those are her migraines, and the fires, her fevers. See, these earthquakes, her bones shifting in discomfort because the weight of our denial has become unbearable. You think hatred is human, but baby, hatred is the mildew growing in the cracks of a species that forgot its own origin story. See, she watches us, children made from her own dust, treat each other like contagions, and the earth grieves with the slow, exhausted ache of a mother who can't bear to watch her children rewrite cruelty into custom and call it culture. See, every time we hurt each other, she winces, and every time we divide, she convulses, and every time we spill blood, she feels a phantom cut along her own horizon. This chaos isn't random, it's inherited, and it's reflective, it's diagnostic. See, hatred isn't born from nothing, it's a symptom of flare-up in a species that has forgotten it is literally made from some atoms as riverbeds and lightning. And the earth, tired and trembling, tries to remind us. See, she emotes through weather, screams through wildfires, and leaps through the rising seas, not out of vengeance, but out of heartbreak, because humanity has been sick, and she feels it in her tides and in her tectonics and in the trembling of her magnetic fields. See, we are her fever dream of sentience, her experiment in empathy, her hope that consciousness would evolve into care instead of conquest. And when we fail each other, she feels that failure in her marrow. See, chaos is her cough, hatred is her rash, and violence is the bruise of disconnection. She is trying to get our attention the only way the planet can, by shaking, by burning, by unraveling. See, the illusions we cling to instead of one another, it's because beneath all this catastrophe, beneath every symptom of our sickness, her message is the same. Remember, you are mine and each other's. See, remember, you are collective energy pretending to be fragments. Remember, you are not broken because you are bad. You are broken because you forgot you belong. And maybe if we listen, if we respond, if we realign, the chaos softens. The hatred might dissolve and the symptoms might ease. Because the earth doesn't want revenge, she just wants reunion, and she wants remembrance. She wants her children to stop acting like strangers on her body. She wants healing, and she's begging us in hurricanes and heartbreaks to want it too. And so the earth speaks, not to punish, not to condemn, but to call us home, to the collective energy we forgot. She does not ask us to be perfect, though, only present. She does not ask for worship, only witness. And before she quiets again, before the tremors soften and the storms exhale, she leaves us with one last truth. Grow back toward each other. Grow back toward me. Heal what you've broken, and I will teach you how to live. Poem.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I have no idea how I'm going to follow that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I just want to say thank you, Greg and Jesse, for inviting me and Abby here. I don't know. I've done a lot of events where I've talked a lot, and and I don't know. I felt so much love with this one, and I know that's been like a theme that's been coming up, but just like the feeling of what like Jesse has done to make this happen and how it was approached. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm Thomas Sage Pedersen, and yeah, and yeah, I normally have a like a live podcast I used to do where I used to do like conversations, like this in front of an audience. But recently I was like, man, why not combine both of the worlds I love, play music and have a great conversation at the same time? Let's see how that happens and if that works. So you guys, this is a complete experiment. I haven't really done this live. I experimented on my girlfriend, and I think that went well. I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here for this experiment. Just some like things that I would love for you guys to do. I brought a bunch of notebooks, like pads, like little legal pads. They're up here if you want to grab them. And basically, whatever emerges out of this conversation for you, I would love for you to like write it down, or just to like take note of it. You can even draw a picture. Ilana's there. Looks like she's like handing me out. Thank you, Ilana. And yeah, just see what emerges when this conversation happens. Because I think there's something beautiful that happens when we're having a conversation, especially with music. There's something that evokes another part of the brain. I know just talking and playing, but yeah. So I'm curious what comes up, and I would love to. You guys could take a picture of it and keep it for yourselves. But I would love to see what you guys wrote, and I'll probably do a podcast episode on all the fun things that come out. So yeah, would love your participation if possible. All right, so my guest today is Abi Mustafa. Me and Abby have done like podcast stuff before. I think we've done like multiple multiple things, right?
Like three or four.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 of them. So, and me and Abby are like historic for just being able to like have very long conversations.
Very long conversations.
So this is a good practice run on this new format. So the topic today is Botany of Belonging. I keep wanting to say Botany of Desire because of that book, you know. How many people have read that book? Okay, cool. It's an amazing book. But today's topic is Botany of Belonging, and I don't know. When I heard your description of that, I was immediately curious, right? So what is Botany of Belonging to you? What does this mean? Let's get started.
Yeah, I had to name. I applied for a residency, and I had to name the exhibition. And my artwork in general revolves a lot around belonging and nature and connection. And so it was like the botany is the study of plants and classifications and how you identify them and just the study of everything about plants. And I was like, what I do is art and plants and people and connection. You know, so how do we study that within ourselves and what it means to belong, especially to a place where you are not, it is not a place of your origin story. Very specifically, like when I was looking at it, I was looking at it from the lens of a diasporan person. You know, so like when you're not from this place, what does it mean to still feel a deep connection and reverence to the land, to plants specifically?
What have you found doing in your explorations?
I found a lot. So I'm a huge plant person. How many people have like plant jungles in their houses? How many people have ever called a plant their baby? Okay. It's the same thing. Yeah, I don't care what the plant was. Like my little plant babies. That's how I talk about my plants. Every time I have cuttings that I'm going to give away or like repot, like my little plant babies. I used to farm, and so we would have little seedlings, and they were my little plant babies. And it was like all these little things that I felt so deeply connected to, and I talked to my plants every morning. So something, my husband has gotten really used to, like, he used to say, "Who are you talking to?" I always open the windows and I'm like, "Oh, good morning." And I know that they respond to me. And it's a whole other, it's a connection and it's a language. And my body and my energy responds to being around plants.
Yeah.
It's an experience. And I think that one of the things that is really pertinent is when we're cut off from that experience. So one thing that was so powerful about enslavement and colonization, and when they displace, like when people are displaced, part of what takes their power away is if they take them off of land, they move them away from land, they move them to land they don't know yet or don't feel connection to. So there's a sense of agency and power when we can connect to the land where we're at, even if it's not of our origin story. And so that's like kind of what's been going through my mind and coming up with this exhibition.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the question that was in that paper, the expedition. But what do you think the relevancy of right now, like this kind of connection with plants and finding our place with them?
Well, I think one of the things that I was talking about and writing down in this too is just it mirrors the collapse of our society and our emotional state and our internal state, and our relationships to each other. It's mirroring what the earth is going through right now. Right. The relevancy is that, like, we're a microcosm of like what's happening in the cosmos, what's happening on Earth, or what we're doing to our relationship with Earth. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit more about what are we doing to Earth right now? Like, what is, like, I mean, maybe it's obvious.
Well, if we are of the Earth and we come from the Earth and we're extracting, exploiting it, it's a type of cannibalism. You know, and it's a dysfunction. And it's a dysfunction that everyone's telling us is sane. Or if you're sane to call it a dysfunction, then all of a sudden you're the crazy one. You say this all the time. You know, my mom would say, to be sane in an insane world, you have to be a little bit crazy.
So, I mean, like, so talking on the cannibalism part, like, what, can you explain that more? Like, why?
Yeah, I guess, for example, plants can live without us, right? We can't live without plants. So when we're destroying plants, we're destroying ourselves. It'll come back, like the earth will come back when we're gone.
Yeah.
We can never live without plants at all. We can't survive at all. In any way, shape, or form. Even the clothes that we wear, even in a social sense, even in a completely energetic, etheric sense, and even in a physical sense, like the money we spend is made of plants. Everything is plants, even plastic. Like we've taken a plant and we've made it toxic, right? That's insane. It's insane.
Why do you think we do this?
We are insane.
because we're crazy.
We are sick. No, I think that we're sick. You know what I mean? I think that there's things that make us sick beyond just what we physically ingest. You know, he was talking about what he's watching, everything that we're taking in, everything you listen to, the things that we look at, the things that we're addicted to, the things that we binge on, the things that we don't binge on that maybe we should. You know, it's this, our attention is such a vital resource right now that's being mined and extracted from us constantly. So, I mean, totally lost my train of thought there, but just the cannibalism of it is that, like, even when we say, I know this is bad for me, I'm doing it anyway. I say that all the time. You know?
I think we all are like a bunch of addicts.
Yeah. And so that's cannibalism. Cannibalizing ourselves. You know, it's interesting when you put it in the perspective like that, the cognitive dissonance with like cutting down a forest versus eating your own hand. If somebody's sitting there chewing on their hand, you can look at them and be like, that's fucked up. There's something going on here. I notice it, right? But when we're not standing in front of a forest that's being cut down in front of us and the trees are actually falling on us and hurting our bodies and cutting us off from water and cutting us off from air and all that, we don't recognize it as the exact same thing, but it is. I mean, I was thinking about, I watched a movie recently about logging, and it was talking about all the logging that was done in the US in like the late 1800s, early 1900s. It continues. But even the things that like we learned from that short time period, we can empirically say, this is not good. This is not going to end well. And continue to do it.
Yeah, I feel like, are you cold?
Cold.
I feel like this is like stuff, maybe it's just because I'm a thinker, right? But maybe stuff I already, like, I know, right? Like I intuitively know and I understand. And I think like I was telling you, like on this walk that I had this morning, right? Just even looking at like the cement, I mean, this is like a kind of a weird story, but like on this walk this morning, I don't know, I always am tripped out. I always use like cement and sidewalks as an example for like society, right? You know, and I was looking at kind of like this plant growing out of the cement, like that classic image that you see, like people say you can move through adversity and push out of like the crack, and like a little flower coming out of a crack of a sidewalk, right?
That's the example, like prime example.
Right, and then like, but like across like just in the same areas, it's like this abundant field of these plants, right, all growing in sync with each other. And I you know, I intuitively understand like why do we spend so much time manipulating this world into this like kind of fabrication, and it's not aligned with like this natural world, you know? Clearly like the plants are abundant over there. So I mean, like, I think some of us intuitively know this, but what needs to happen, in your opinion? You know, like, what do you think needs to happen?
I think that's like the most exciting question, right? Because we all know that there's something really fucked up happening all the time. We look around and we're like, this isn't good. This isn't good. So I think one of the things that we can do is just say what feels good.
Yeah.
Like starting there. What feels better, right? Like we know intrinsically and intuitively what feels good, and most of the time, when you peel away the layers, a lot of that is what's good for us.
Yeah.
Not the should feel good, but like when you can actually take a breath and know that you're breathing in air, it's that's good for you. When you go, everyone knows that, like, as much as you don't want to get off the couch and stop watching Love Island, if you go outside and walk around the block, you have this experience of like, oh, that felt good.
Yeah.
It starts so subtle, right? It's like, it's such a subtle thing that we have to learn to build up in us. And really, by building that up, all it's doing is removing all the layers of the things that we put in front of it before we remember that that's who we really are. At least that's how I feel about it. You know, like, how many people here camp? We got some campers. How many people here like to just hike or even take walks? Right. So just walking, right? Like, or moving outside, whether you walk, whether you bike, whether you roll around. There is something about movement in space that changes us. Right?
Yeah.
So every time we do one of these things that is a little bit harder because we've been trained to do something else, taking it just a little bit further to that edge expands our capacity to do it more.
Yeah.
It expands our comfort zone around it. And that's so exciting. It's so exciting, and it only takes one step at a time to like connect with nature and feel a little bit better, to feel more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
It's this thing, like, I have friends and family that are like, we don't hike. We don't hike. That's a white person thing. We don't do that. And that, like, it hurts. Yeah, but it's like funny, but it kind of hurts me.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten so much from nature, from learning to be in nature, that I'm like, that statement came down to control you from somewhere. And it's something that we laugh about. I've heard so many comedians laugh about, like Black comedians who are like, like going out into nature, backpacking, hiking, bears. It's white people shit. Yeah. But and that right there, that statement, that comes from a place of like, when your land has been taken from you, when you've been enslaved and put on it, when you've been forced to work it, when all of these things have happened, it makes sense that you would be like, yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Right? But actually, everybody is from the earth.
Yeah.
Like, my people were literally brought here. My family's from Sierra Leone, and they were mined out of that place for their knowledge of skills and how to work specific types of land. And they were taken to places that mimic those places in Sierra Leone to grow rice and to grow different things that grew there. Their knowledge and wisdom was mined. And that association with extractivism and land has not yet been removed from our souls in a lot of places. And it takes work to do it. It takes pushing our edges to get into these places to be like, oh, wow, where did I lose my belonging here? What part of this feels good to me? And how can I expand that?
Yeah.
It's expansive and it feels good. How many of you have camped by yourself before? I love that. Okay, you guys are my people. Every time I go camping by myself, I don't do it so regularly that it always feels good at first. There's usually a part when I first get out by myself where I'm like, oh, adventure, I'm so excited. And then I pop up my tent and I light my little fire and then I like see a bear or something. I'm like, oh shit, I'm out here by myself. And I get a little weird, I get a little nervous. And that first night by myself, there's this like terror when I haven't done it for a while. And every noise that I hear feels unsafe and scary. And I usually can't sleep like the first night that I go. The second night, I'm like, okay, I'm here. I made it. I'm going to do this again. And tonight I'm going to like sleep. I'm gonna actually sleep. And oftentimes what will happen is I'll get so extremely exhausted that I just give up and I'm like, it's okay if I die. I just actually have to fall asleep right now. And in doing that and falling asleep, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm alive. I'm still here. Right? And that gives you a sense of power and agency. And then once I get through that feeling, that initial trepidation, this other thing happens. All of a sudden, I have this deep sense of respondability. Right?
Yeah.
This like the ability to kind of read and respond and knowing that I don't have to plan for the worst. But like I can hear things around me. You start to see how much more you take notice of like the plants, or like, oh, there's a little snake, or like, oh, there's a deer, like things that you start to notice. Your perception starts to broaden. And you don't have to become a nature expert overnight, but just the fact that you're out there and you're in nature and you're hearing the sounds around you, you start to attune to it. You reattune to the place that you're supposed to be. Like every single capacity in you is completely designed for you to live in nature. And it's so exciting. It's exciting when it gets comfortable. Yeah. When it feels more comfortable to like be in your tent or star bathing outside and to know that you are fine. And anything that comes, you can respond to it. Yeah. You don't have to plan. You can just be. And that is such an expansive feeling of again, agency. And we give that away when we think that we're separate from nature. Yeah. Or when we take that on as part of being Black or being Latino or being of this origin, or like my family is rich, we don't sleep outside. You know, whatever it is, like whatever story there is around it, it's such a power move, like to give that away. And it's an extra power move to get it back. And I think that's so exciting.
Yeah, I love that. And I mean, just to talk about, I mean, it seems like this may be obvious, but like the idea of belonging within that, right? Like you're really talking about like belonging with nature, like really feeling that, like you're describing it, right? So I'm wondering, like, because I think when I hear the word belonging, I have such crazy perspectives of that word. You know, like I hear a lot of people talk about how they don't feel like they belong somewhere, right? And I think in nature, a lot of people, I don't know, some people feel like they belong, some people feel like they don't. But like, I don't know, we're on this planet, like we just belong, right? Because we exist.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, if you believe in any type of science at all, then by virtue of existence, you belong. Yeah. Right? It takes so much to make a human in this life. Like, what it takes for one person to become Abi Mustafa or Thomas Sage Pedersen. Yeah. That's like a 1 in a bazillion. Yeah. It really is. Yeah. If you look at every single step that it would have had to, that all of creation throughout the entire beingness of humanity, all of it led to just you. And that's it. You are only one you. I'm only one me. And so the idea, this idea that we can tell people they don't belong, or the feeling that we don't belong, you know, like that, again, it's a sickness to me. Right. I think that that's an untruth that's told to us to control us. Because if you don't belong, then people can tell you what will make you belong, or they can sell you things to help you with your belonging. Right? Yeah. We buy into that. And if you don't buy into that, then all of a sudden it's like, well.
What are ways you've noticed us buying into, or us being vulnerable for that? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, probably, but I want to hear what you have to say.
How I buy into that?
Yeah. Do you buy into it?
Oh, I buy into it every day. Every day I buy into it, you know. Yeah, I think my sense of belonging oscillates, you know. It's this pendulum. Sometimes I feel like deeply sacred and safe and I belong here. And yeah. Other days I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. I am an artist. I need to get a job. That's not a job. You know, and that alone, just the way I identification, right? Yeah. It's like, that's how I buy into it all the time. Even though, like, when I scroll through job postings.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could be an analytical IT person. Maybe I just need a paycheck and I'll feel better. And it's like, no, everything, I feel it. You feel it. It starts here and it goes up here. And then when it gets really bad, it sinks down here. And it's like, you can't do that. You would rather not have money than do money for that. And that's such a privilege to be able to say that. I have also lived in a tent. So there is like this sense of like, okay, what does it mean, and what would it take? Like, what am I willing to give up? And so I think my belonging, when it rests in like what I have or what I'm doing or what people think I should be doing or what that could look like, that's how I buy into that. And it's just not true. Belonging doesn't rest in like anything that we have or what we do or what we look like or even what we feel like. Our feelings are just feelings. Like, I feel sad, but I am not sadness. Which I've been feeling a lot lately.
Let's get into that. No, just kidding.
Tell me about your childhood. Yeah.
No, but so I understand as someone who's also lived in a tent.
They were the best of times. They were the worst of times.
I keep going back to this like environment part of it, right? And I think I was mentioning to you this before, but this idea that, because for a long time it's like, whatever I can do, I'll just do whatever's in my control that I can do, right?
My legs are cold, so I'm just gonna sit Indian style.
You're fine.
Cross-legged. Yeah. Elementary school.
But I guess like I always see, I've been trained to think individual, right? I've been trained to think like a hyper individual, like this is what I can do, this is what I'm going to do, and hopefully that inspires other people, and that'll spread, and and so on and so forth. But I think there's some more agency to it than that, because I think when I look at the world and look at inspiration and all these things, I think the environment we're living in is affecting a lot of what we are, right? It's like the soil around a plant, right? And if like you're looking at the soil and it's like hyper individualistic and materialistic, and like we're separated from nature, we are something that is not a part of nature according to this soil, which is like kind of sick soil in our opinion. But like, how do we change the soil? You could be that one plant, right? And maybe a couple of them will join you. But at the end of the day, it's still like a big slab of cement,
Well, and cement will disintegrate, right? Yeah. Cement is made of rocks and different things. And again, it's in the long term, obviously, like if we widen the lens, it's all temporary. It's all temporary. If you look at the cement, if you look at soil, like soil is a living thing. And it continues to regenerate. When we look at regenerative agriculture, right, it takes all facets of it. So one thing I learned in permaculture is that soil doesn't like to be bare. So anywhere that soil is bare, it will start to grow something eventually. And usually it'll grow something that will attract the other things that need to be there to start regenerating the soil. So when we look at weeds, it's like, wow, we have so many of this one weed, That's actually, it's like that plant is on a journey to attract other plants to regenerate that soil. And when there's plants over the soil, it creates an environment where then you have insects and microbes moving into the soil. And once all those things are living there, the soil actually becomes alive. Earthworms produce part of the soil. All of these things create the soil. And even when we sit in soil more, when we roll around in the grass and when we walk barefoot, it actually affects our microbiome. Right?
Yeah.
I know people who eat dirt. They do. They'll eat little bits of dirt. Yeah. And it's the whole thing. It's the same thing with a baby and their immune system.
Yeah.
My mom used to always tell me this story that when my brother was a little baby, and this is in Sierra Leone, he used to run around all the time, just outside.
Yeah.
And he was just learning how to walk, and he'd kind of toddle all over, and he almost never got sick And there was a missionary family that lived next door that they were really good friends with. And their kids were the same age. And the mom wouldn't ever let the baby off this little blanket, right? If a toy fell off, she would like disinfect it and put it back. And the kid was always sick. And because he was always sick, she was always scared that he was going to get sick. So she kept like disinfecting things and all of this. And there was nothing really wrong with him except that she wouldn't let him touch grass, right? Like it gives you, it's healthy. It gives us everything that we need. And we're so, like, a lot of people are so scared of it. Even the sanitized version of like when you go into a grocery store and you can't smell the food, that should be a red flag.
Yeah.
Like if anybody who's ever walked through a market, you know, anywhere, not just, I mean, there's markets here, but when you walk through a market and you smell things, when you smell meat, you know whether it's good, fresh, bad, where it came from. Meat smells differently when you smell plants. If you can't smell an apple, there's plants that grow now that are like totally laden with toxic pesticides and then they're sanitized. So sometimes you can't even smell like a plant. You know, if you couldn't smell milk, how would you know if it was bad? We have all of this technology inside us. And it's just wild that we're obsessed with not using it.
All right. Yeah, well, on that note. No, but I also want to know how you were exploring this. We're going to transition a little bit here, but how are you exploring this with your art? Like, how are you exploring this kind of sense of connection with Earth, with your art, and how you want to?
I've been making new art lately. And one of the things that I realized that I was doing with my art, I think I've obviously like mentioned this to you before, but tonight especially, I was talking about this on the way over, is that my art has transitioned into being more of a product than art. And I think right now the difference is in like the project I'm working on now that I'm not getting paid for is that I'm making art and it's the same end result, but before I think I was making a product, because now there's a sense of like just doing it no matter what, even if nobody ever sees it, because there's a journey in it for me, and if somebody sees it, they'll see whatever part of the journey resonates with them. But right now it's this thing that like I'm deeply connected to, and sometimes I'm not always that connected to it, and I think I've shifted again. That's where I buy in, is when my art is a product, right? So right now I've been doing this thing where I've been hiking with people and I've been drawing plant shadows onto my work and then painting that in, and then also drawing and painting the plants on my work, or like around people. And I think if anyone's seen my work, a lot of my work it's always people and plants. And I've always just loved the way that looked, and it was like pretty.
Yeah.
And now it's this like, it's more of an examination and a play with plants and shadows. So in these pieces that I'm creating, it's like the plant shadow is on the work, which is really fun.
That's cool.
Because it looks like a plant, but it also looks a little different.
I like the play on the shadow too.
Yeah.
You know?
And the sun has to be out to do, I guess I could do it behind a light, but
yeah.
I was doing it outside and it was a day with clouds and they kept like coming and going. And I was like, this is what we're doing right now. So it's been a process. It's been really fun. And this work is like helping me find a new sense of belonging in my work, because it's like my world all of a sudden coming into like taking it from the forest. I feel like there's a way that I'm kind of taking cues from nature too, you know, and which plants want to be part of which pieces of art, and talking like if I'm doing a portrait, like what pops out for the person or what the person specifically talks about wanting.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, ooh, why'd you choose that? You know, where did that come from? There's something there. There's a relationship, right? So in any way that you look at it, there's a relationship being uncovered and a story being told.
Well, so you have something. So we're gonna have to like wrap it up, because we could probably talk for days.
Well, I was going to ask you about your relationship with plants.
Oh, with my relationship with plants?
Yours is kind of evolving and shifting too.
Oh man.
You were telling me about this lemon tree the other day, the like
What was
Frankenstein lemon orange tree.
Oh, my lemon tree in my backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. The it's like grafted together, and it's like part of it's like lemon tree, part of it's orange tree.
Frankenstein tree.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always kind of looked at nature, right? I even wrote this like thing recently, comparing like our ecosystem with like a dying log. I'm obsessed with dying logs, by the way. Like, if you know me, I'll probably be talking about dying logs quite a bit, because I like the idea of life growing, or like different things happening at the same time. So like paradoxes, like death and life happening at the same time, right? Like you see this like dying log, or you see a fallen tree, but you see all these beautiful ecosystems thriving and living through that, right? And I think that's probably the closest analogy to like how I think people are.
Dying logs.
Dying logs. There's parts of people that have like changed and transformed into something else, and I think people like to go into black and white thinking a lot. They like to be like, this person's this way, this person's that way. But from my experience, people are like pretty far more complex than that, and there's different parts of them growing off each other, and so I think of nature's like probably like my only real, like one of my biggest teachers, I would say, because it allows me to see nuance and paradox in a way that makes sense, versus if I just read something or I just studied something, even before this conversation, I was like, oh shit, what should I do to prepare for it, right? And
you were like,
I was like out in nature, and I was like, I think this is enough, so I'm just going to be improvising piano and having a conversation. Not hard at all. But it was, whenever I'm in nature, I feel or like when I say nature, I'm really thinking about like the redwoods right now, right? And it makes me feel like I'm okay, like I can belong here.
What about it makes you feel like you belong
there? I don't know. It's like there's no, when I look at like society, if I go into a city or something, I see a lot of straight lines. I see a lot of like boxes and a lot of like triangular type shapes and things like that, right? And I don't think I've ever been someone who fits into those kind of if you're thinking about shapes. And going in nature, it allows me to honor my own complexity, right? It allows that to exist and make sense. And so, I think nature is one of my biggest teachers. That's what I have to say about that.
What's it feel like?
I think I was thinking about this when I came up here. It's funny, when I get behind the piano, it feels like I'm home, because it feels like I can, I don't know, it's maybe a protective thing. I can kind of like hide behind something, but it's also a place where I can express, and I can like go into different worlds and be imaginative. And so when you're asking me how I feel in nature, it's about the same thing. I feel pretty open, pretty vast. If I'm in the ocean, or if I'm at the beach, something about the landscape like allows my mind to like just explore, right? Be free and be open. While if I'm in the redwoods, I don't know, I just feel like I can just exist, and I feel calm. Yeah. How about you? How do you feel when you're in nature?
I think, as I mentioned, I think there's a sense of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Of course.
I think I feel vulnerable, and it feels the best, it feels like the safest place to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
in the most dangerous way. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
You know, like.
I think you said that beautifully. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And I think that I forget how much I don't let myself be vulnerable. So going on a hike in nature or camping by myself or even like laying outside under the stars, there's a feeling of vulnerability that also feels like really safe. And it's that dichotomy of safety in doing something that could be dangerous, you know, that we're taught could be dangerous. And then you realize it's not, so you feel empowered. And then when you're empowered, you feel connected, and it's just like dominoes.
Yeah. I feel that in a multitude of ways, but one story comes to mind, and I was like on this hike, and I didn't really know where I was going. I thought I did, but I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a 3-mile loop, right? You know, it'll be fine.
1 million years later.
Yeah, it turned out to be like 6 or 7 miles, and I was like, where am I? What's going on? Where? You know, I had that kind of panicky moment of like, I don't know where I am, you know, and I thought I did.
Tree is like, you're here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's funny because you know I've gone through like anxiety and all this fun stuff, and so that came up, and I was like, oh no, like I'm alone in the woods, and I don't know where I am, and I don't even know if this is a trail, and all these things. And when I let myself calm down and breathe and like really look around, it was really like, again, that feeling of belonging, you know, where I was like, at least I'm here, and I can like, push comes to shove, I'll like sleep under this tree, or I just started having these weird thoughts around.
You like break it down to the
I broke it down
bottom
to the bottom
like,
of the worst case scenario.
I'll be fine.
And I just started walking, and I was just really calm, and I just let myself really observe and like really get into the experience, right? And that got me out of that, right? And I realized I was on the trail. It was just a lot longer than advertised, but also than I thought, but it gave me that kind of arena to be able to go through that vulnerability and that fear, and then come out on the other side of that, And I think we all experience, and not all of us, but I think I do experience that in our day to day, maybe not every day, but like where you get scared, you feel fear, you feel vulnerability, you feel openness, and I don't know, when you're in nature, it's a reminder that you're here, and it helps when you're surrounded by trees that are a lot slower than you, right? They've been around a lot longer, they've been like growing, and you're just like, oh wow, like I can probably slow down. That's like the theme of that. We'll come back there. And I think vulnerability is in discomfort and all that fun stuff. And definitely when you're in like the woods or something, for some reason that space. I always thought when I was younger and more philosophical. I mean, I'm still pretty philosophical, but I was like, there must be something in the trees or in the air that I'm breathing, like a hallucinant, like that slows down time or something, Because like every time in the woods, it like time just slows down, It's like I think 5 minutes have gone by, or I'll hike, and I'm like, I swear I've hiked a mile already, and it's not been that long at all. And it's just because there's so much going on, I think, around me, and like so much life and diversity,
It's like when you say that, I recall myself. I've said this before. When someone says, "Oh, I'm in the middle of nowhere," or like, "There's nothing here," and you're like, "That's a matter of perspective."
Yeah.
To be in the middle of the woods and be in the middle of nowhere. To the trees, you're everywhere. Like, this is the spot. This is the only spot. This is where everything is happening. Yeah.
Well, Abby,
Mm-hmm.
It's been an honor to have you on.
Thanks.
Again. Would you be down to read us out?
Sure.
The thing you wrote.
This is the invitation part of my in a proposal for an exhibition that I had. Okay. When I sleep outside and hear the sound of crickets, owls, coyotes, I begin to settle back into my body. The smell of redwoods, fir, cedar, and wet soil cleanse and awakens my intuition. With some initial trepidation, my body eventually eases into a gentle readiness and awareness that brings me into the present moment. I don't have to plan or overthink. A sense of trust in my ability to respond settles. This is a healthy nervous system. Sometimes it takes a day or two of hiking and being out under the stars to return to that deep sense of belonging in the wild after I've been away. But once I'm there, I always question why I left. I am of the land. The land is in me. It waters me. It feeds me and grows me. By virtue of existence, I belong. What does it mean to belong in a place and to own a sense of connection to the landscape of that place where you have no origin story? How does history shape our safety and connection to nature? These are questions I've asked myself as I've navigated being Black in nature in the United States and moving from state to state. This matters to me because belonging is health and power. It's agency in a political climate of control, suppression, and displacement. If I don't feel safe in nature, where do I belong? Ultimately, the Botany of Belonging is a love letter to the living world and to the people who are learning again how to belong to it. It suggests that healing begins with remembering our kinship with plants and the land and with one another.
Thank you, Abby. Well, thank you so much for going along with this fun experiment. I thought it was a great conversation. It was awesome.
It was fun.
That was fun. I have an email list if you would like to follow all the weird things I do. It's up here. And if you wrote anything down in your notebooks, I would love to see it. And so you could put it up at this table at the end here. Again, I'm Thomas H. Pedersen, and this has been Abby Mustafa.
Okay.
And this has been Conversations in Sound. And thank you so much, Jesse and Greg, for bringing us here. And Jason. Where's Jason? I'm over here. Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Definitely check out Abby's artwork.
Check out Abby's artwork.
If you ever want to take a hike, if anybody wants, seriously, if you ever want to like hike and walk and talk about anything.
Where are you from?
Here, I live here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm from elsewhere, but I live here.
There's no more rain in this sky. There's no more rain. And I'm all right. There's no more rain in this sky. There's no hiding place when someone has hurt you. It's written on your face. And it broken spirit, lost and confused, can't escape, used and abused, a fool. Oh. Ain't it funny that the way you feel shows on your face, all over your face, and the smile you used to wear seems a little bit out of place. Hold on, in time it gets a little better. Oh, my sunshine has come, my sunshine, and I'm all right. And there's no more rain, no more rain. No.
I'm gonna bail on you guys.
I hope you don't mind. I was slowing down a little bit, like when you were